Kiss my ass.
Come on, Blake.
Working. Well, B-side 5. B-side 5.
Yeah, welcome to the Developmental Focus Point. I'm your host, two-time national champion, Bo Scarbrough, and with me are my legends, Christion Jones and Blake Sims, and we are brought to you by Workspace Solution, Oakmouth Financial Partner. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And we got Mr. George Teague for our guest tonight. And, he one of the best that ever did it at Bama back in the day, one of the greatest to ever play defensive back. And, he's going to be telling us a little bit about, developmental and some focus point that we can touch on. So what's up, guys? What y'all got going on?
Come on, George.
Yeah, I'm in the house, dog. I'm in the house. I'm ready to fly. Whatever we need to talk about, I got to shoot it to you right.
Well, we got some questions, baby. We got some stuff we want to ask you. B, what's going on, B?
Bo or Blake?
I said B. When I want Bo, I say Bo. I said B. You know what I mean when I say, he go with all his shit he got going on. I tell you, boy. You must be on one of them Southwest flights. Can't make it.
Yeah. Whoa. What up, Deuce? How you feeling, baby?
Hey, George, Mr. Coach T, we ain't gonna waste your time. That's why we here, baby. That's why we here. I just want to ask you. So when who was your coach at the time?
Coach Gene Stallings.
When Coach Gene Stallings, did he come to your couch? Did he sit on your couch?
Well, no. Okay, so I had Coach Stallings for 3 years. My first year was Bill Curry. So Bill Curry brought his old ass to my. He ain't dancing nothing. He ain't dancing like Nick Taylor or nothing like that.
What Bill do? What Bill do when he sat down on that good furniture of yours?
Man, Bill still thought he was Bear Bryant. He just wanted to sit and give me that deep voice of, so we need you to come on out here and be that lockdown corner that we need. Shit, I was all in. It didn't make no difference. I know if I had me a chance to come out to Bama, get a lockdown, get a chance to play early, shoot. Then when I took my trip up to Tuscaloosa, they spoiled me with the Dreamland. And then they snuck, well, this is probably before y'all time. I don't think he was open. Then they took me out to the CC. I don't think that was open out there, but there was a little club out there.
It just called something different, Coach. Hey, Coach, let me ask you one more question. When you got recruited, when you first came here, as a freshman, we be kind of looking and waiting on somebody to take us under their wing because we want to be a part of the guys so bad. Who took you under your wing?
Ooh, okay. I see. You know what? We were so. I can't say that I had one dude that I really just followed because our whole class was just like, we in this together. We did everything. Now you got to remember it was different too because we actually stayed in a dorm together as a team. So we were always together. We ate, breakfast, lunch, dinner together. So we didn't really have I had to go get attached to this because whenever curfew was, we was all up in the dorm hanging out.
Yes. So
our class, I think, was built a little bit different. So, the people I was closest with though was like Derek.
Oh, you hold on, wait. I'm going to interrupt you, but I do mean to interrupt you. You took out Terrell Owens.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
you don't remember that? You know that was him?
I didn't know that.
That's why he can't get his TV screen to work over there. You know what I'm saying? His monitor acted up all the time.
Cole, I got so much stuff going on.
But yeah, for real, it was like that, man. It was so different. So, it was me, Derek Lasser, Prince Wimley, had Eric Curry, Copeland. I mean, we all would just, of course, I was with all the DBs. It didn't matter who it was.
Come on, audio.
So I think that made a little bit of difference in you guys' era compared to ours because of the dorm.
Way different, coach. Way different.
Ooh, this Latoya.
Hey, so coach, let me ask you this. So like, tell them back in the day how y'all boy was in that locker room, man. You remember like, coaches wouldn't even come to the locker room. Position coaches and stuff wouldn't even come in there. Tell them how that vibe in that locker room used to be back in the day.
No, we was crunk, dog. Song we played before every game.
Shoot it, man.
Set up on the left, y'all. We about to set it off on every game. Set up on the right, y'all. Set it off. Yes, sir. Every time. Man, so we finna go there and set this thing off, baby.
Hey, coach, you can come to the cookout if you want to.
We trying to let you know.
Yeah, that was a theme song. They knew it was just gonna come on every week, man. It didn't matter, man. For practice, whatever it was gonna be. Defense is so crunk, man. That's what Bo. Y'all want to do that, run that ball like that. We put that set it off on like we about to bring that hat. We got to bring that hat to y'all.
Hey, we're bringing that hat too, man.
Huh?
Bringing that hat too, man. Hey, all right.
Hey, man, that's why this shoulder hurt right now, right here. It's coming.
Hey, Bo, you gotta understand though. Coach Teague grew up in a time where it was not one phone out in the
I already know.
We had bad phones.
Hey, Bo, you couldn't talk about nothing. You had to be there.
Literally.
Oh my God, bro.
So, Christian, can you ask Coach the question that you had before?
Oh, you talking about before we got on the show?
Yeah.
So I had kind of asked, like, I don't know how I'm gonna structure it, but basically, like, the Bo, you ask him. You ask him how I asked y'all.
You hear me?
I don't remember what you said, but basically he was asking, I think he wanted to know like the recruitment from high school that's going on right now. Like, what's your input?
Somebody talking shit.
Oh, you asked me what I didn't like, what I don't like about
What you don't like about what's going on in college football right now.
Right.
Like, it don't matter what it is. It could be recruit. It could be whatever it is. What has changed that you do not like you despise of right now?
Well, we're probably gonna have to have two parts to this. It's
Y'all can hear me.
Obviously, I'm for like players having the freedom to be able to move,
You ain't doing nothing on the screen.
transport, getting the transfer portal and all that. I do like that part of it. What I struggle with now that I'm trying to figure out and understand is the difference between
They can hear me now. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
The NIL and these collectives. So I'm just now learning about this collective stuff that's going on. I feel like guys are in this generation. It's just me, right? What I'm saying is, I don't know if guys actually come to the university to play for the university.
I just heard you say y'all can hear me.
It's driven by something else, a deal, a car, or something. Sure, the cars were still being given out and all that kind of stuff back in the day. It's legal to do it now. But I don't think people are attached to the brand anymore. We would grow up saying, man, I want to go to Bama, or I want to go to whatever school. I don't think guys are really raised like that anymore. I think it's just, oh man, where can I get the best deal? And there's a lot of negotiations going on. That part, I don't like that part because, hell, man, I don't know if you're gonna be there the next year or not. I'm hyped for you, and man, we got this new guy coming in. Then all of a sudden, you didn't get enough playing time or whatever. You get in portal.
So, coach, does that make you coach year round? You have to coach the guys not outside the program that you want to come to your program, but you have to sort of internally keep on recruiting, right? With what's going on, right?
Absolutely, you do. It doesn't stop. That's tiresome though, as a coach. It's tiresome as hell. I got to worry about you in the offseason. You go out there, go catch some balls with the dude from Georgia Tech or Cincinnati or whatever, then y'all partner up and be like, man, let's go ahead and move on over here. That's some bull, man. That's
Yeah.
So coach do that.
I'm on that.
So coach do that like, because as a coach, I feel like you a big part of a young kid's life, right? And with you knowing that they can leave the next year, does that change your connection with that player, or like off the field and on the field, or do you just try to be that key person in his life at that moment?
No, it can't change as a coach. Honestly, it's like it's sad because now you know that they can leave you at any point in time, right? It's kind of like dating, man. You with that old chick or whatever you're doing, and she not be there the next day when you wake up or whatever. It don't even matter. It's the same type of stuff. And you know, it hurts you when they leave. You're like, man, what could I did better? What should I should have said? And a lot of times it ain't nothing. You know, it just they felt like it was better with someone else. And that hurts you, and that pisses you off, and then it makes you think the next time. Then you're a little bit more hesitant, like, okay, do I go all in on this cat? Because I already know he already telling me I'm dating Notre Dame, I'm dating Clemson, I'm dating you, with you in first right now. But you know, if you treat me wrong, I might be on over here somewhere. So I don't.
All right, so coach, you said that most guys are not going to the universities, for the university no more. So what would be something that you would tell a high school kid if you was their high school coach about these schools when they making their decision?
Oh, it's easy for me, man. I tell them all the same thing. Go where you want to graduate from, because the coach probably ain't gonna be there. You know, I know I'm senses, right? You need to go where you want to have your legacy built at. You know, how do you want to make an impact on that school, and where do you want to get your degree from? Can you stay there 3 years or 4 or whatever it's going to be? Be happy with that, even if the coach leaves. So, Bo, remember when I told you this, that when I first went, I went in with Bill Curry. He was my head coach, right, and that staff. They all got fired after my first year. That was one of the most difficult moments of my time, because I was the same way. I'm like, damn, I need to get out of here, man. I don't know what the next coach going to be like. You know, we're going to have my type of style of play on defense. But what kept me at Bama was I made the commitment to the university that I wanted to play here. And whoever they brought in, I was going to show them that I was the shit and that I could play for whoever they brought in. There you go, trying to fix that screen. That little thing ain't going to work, man. You know.
I gotta take the whole computer to the cleaners tomorrow.
I think he got one of them. Since y'all talking about my age, hey, I think he got one of the computers from back in my day. He got a Commodore 64 or something.
Hey, Cole, we ain't got time for all that. We got more questions we want to ask you. We ain't got time to be talking about all that.
He logged in on DOS or whatever. He had to go in the old way. You on AOL over there? What you doing? You on dial-up? What's going on, man?
I'm on Dell.
But anyway,
hey, so go ahead, Three. Go ahead, Three. I know you got a couple.
Man, them young fellas don't know the history just yet, man. They still
teach them something, man. Teach them something, please. Somebody.
Yeah, Trent, teach us something. Tell us something about Mr. George that we don't know nothing about. Since you know so damn much.
He's a great.
Come on.
What else can you say?
Tell us about George Teague. That's what I want you to tell us.
He'll knock your block off. Old Emmett say shit. That was his rolling buddy. Old Emmett.
Emmett Smith.
No, Emmett D. Smith.
Yeah. So coach.
Man, you know me and Antonio Langer, man, we do our show together, man. So man, I hear so many stories about you pop locking and you know that
pop locking.
Oh yeah, he was the pop locker.
I just told you we used to set it off, man. What are you talking about?
Pop locking.
Sing the song again, coach.
Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
No, it's real. Hey, so coach, how much money would you make in this time of day, if you had an NIL deal,
bro,
when you was at Bama?
I probably would have got broke off for real this day and age. So think about it. So I came out. I did play as a true freshman. I didn't start, but I did play in every one of the games. And we were pretty good. We were ranked number 2 in the nation at that time, my first year. Second year, I actually starting, and things just got popping and rolling. Now, what you don't know, and I'm saying this humbly, okay, in the end, but you asked the question. So there's a couple plays that a couple big plays in Alabama history that I'm known for that actually still show on the screen.
The strip
at the games. Got me taking the ball away from Lamar Thomas back in
the strip.
Yep. So I actually
how many women you got after that game when you got back on campus? How many women did you get after that? I want to know.
I my wife then already. I'll tell you what I did get. I'll tell you what I did get.
What?
And this was how it goes into the NL and why it was so different. Is that the day after that game, I was approached by a painter that had said, "Hey, we want to do a lithograph of and we want to pay you for this," right? So nowadays that would have been okay, right? You guys take the deal, name, image, likeness, you get whatever money you want. I had to actually drop out of school to be able to accept the funds that they were me at that time, because I couldn't do it. It was against the rules. So that national championship game that I played in was valuable in all sense. It got me drafted in the first round, but it led to paintings. It led to, autograph sessions, and I made a shit ton of money.
How much money you made, Coach?
Enough to buy a damn computer screen. I know that.
Give me one, God damn it! Don't just laugh and talk about me. Give me one.
Hey, are we bringing Coach Jones on today?
Hell no. We talking to Mr. Teague. Mr. Teague, you see what I got going over here, and you ain't what I needed to give you my cash out. Justin, put the cash up on the video right now.
Yeah, I dropped off $5 in there. So
that's $5 better than nothing. Hey, sitting there talking about me.
Well,
Hey, Bo, was my shit like this last week?
Nah.
Shit just started fucking up, man. I don't know what's going on.
Is it like a flat screen, or is it like one of them old ones with the thing in the back? Look like a
it's just like yours, Coach. This guy just got like probably one little thing wrong with it.
So, Coach,
Hey, T. Tell him put
Yeah.
some respect on that name. Now you had one interception your freshman year in '89. You had one in '90. You had 6 in '91. You had 6 in '92.
that was the year I was born too, 91.
I was born in '92. You had 6 then.
For the 6.
Yeah, I was going for that interception record at the time.
That 10.
God knew you were supposed to stop.
You were trying to get 10 when you coach.
Hey man, I should have had. They want to throw over there. They had to stop throwing over there, old Coach Teague. You know what I'm saying? They were
So, Coach, that's what I want to ask you now, Coach. How you think you, Coach Saban, chemistry would have been as your coach?
I've said this before, man.
I feel like he really tries to critique how the DBs move and stuff while out there.
So I think
They listening to you too, Coach.
Yeah, now I don't know, exactly what kind of coach he is, but I'm saying I'm thinking I don't know if we would have clicked. Not because of him wanting to coach me. It's kind of like me and Jimmy. I look at him kind of like I thought of Jimmy Johnson. Now I don't know if they're the same or not. Right?
Coach, tell them for who Jimmy Johnson is. They don't even know who Jimmy Johnson is.
Jimmy Johnson is hard-nosed coach with the Cowboys. I actually played with the Miami Dolphins. And the way he tried to motivate you, it was all the psychological, in your mind kind of stuff, that need to push you to a limit to make you want to burst and go run through a wall kind of thing, right? In the sense of maybe thinking you're not as worthy as you could. Jimmy Johnson was really like that, you know, cut you for or sit you down for no reason, bench you for no reason to try to motivate you and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I feel like I used to think that Saban was kind of like that, just hard-nosed, didn't really care about you kind of stuff, just wanted to push you to the max all the time. I wasn't like that. I didn't need that. All I needed to know was what you want me to do, who you want me to cover, who you want me to hit, and I'll get that done and let me figure out give me the tools, give me the techniques, give me all the stuff. I was going to be a student of the game in the classroom and all that kind of stuff. But when I got on the field, I showed in practice that I was getting ready. And that's where Trent and some other guys will be talking about. That's why our practice was so damn physical. We were allowed to hit people. I was killing running backs in practice, wide receivers in practice. I was practicing like it was the game. So if I made a mistake, I didn't need coach to be able to say, hey, necessarily get your shit together kind of thing. Because I didn't necessarily need it because I did every day in practice like it was the last.
Cole, what if you was getting paid when you was in that? I'm talking about what if they was you had that or that, that Jacks. They built the Jacks right there where y'all used to practice.
Yep.
What if Jacks came over there to Coach Teague and said, Coach Teague, I'm willing to get you $20,000 as a freshman. This your second game of the season now. You done went crazy your first game. They ready to give you $20,000.
It would have came. You know how much we got for per diem? For real.
$2.
Huh?
$2 because we were getting $3.
Yeah, so I just asked Coach, I asked Burns what they were getting now. And dude, we used to get like $100 a month, $50 every 2 weeks. You go down to what's it called now? Wings and things. I guess it ain't called Wings and things no more. Buffalo Fields or whatever they call it now. Dude, you have enough to get you some wings, go take a girl to the movie, and that's really about it.
What if he was getting $20,000 though?
I was been barbecuing every damn weekend.
Playing what song, Coach? Playing what song?
Stand on the left, y'all.
Hey, Teague, it's crazy you say that, man, because I feel like, and maybe this might be me, and everybody might not feel like this. I feel like, shoot, the ones that did their job at practice and in the game, and it reflected in the game as far as DB wise, Nick ain't say too much too. You rarely seen Nick say too much to Mark Barron. You rarely see him say, much to Javier Arenas. Like the ones that did their job and showed by example and led and did that shit full speed. Like I feel like they got it. Like he rarely said stuff to him because I think when it comes to that mental, I think he's so much of a wizard saying, like, if I mess this kid up by saying the slightest thing to him, it'll kill his self-esteem. He'll be questioning. Now, I done seen him get on to Rolando McClain, but it wasn't for something that he did. It was something that the team wasn't doing. And as a captain, you need to get after these boys. Now, other than, you going full speed like you say you was, and then all the stories I done heard, T didn't know how to chill. T ain't had no chill mode. I done heard that from Langham. I done heard that from a couple of running backs that you play. I heard that from Prince Wembley too. And T was always at 100, man. He was always on 10. So I think y'all would have been a match made in heaven for real.
All right. I appreciate that. And that makes sense to me.
And I say that because, man, I really, other than being late a couple times, bro, like and he wasn't an offensive coach, but I never really got cussed out by Nick unless it was about the team. I can't think of one time.
100 times your ass should have got cussed out.
Hey.
Yeah, that was plenty of times you should have got cussed out. I walked in, Mr. T. They told me something about a point system. They broke the whole point system down. They said if you get to a certain amount of points, that's your ass. They broke it down to like levels of points. You get this many is this. You get
how many points you ever seen me have?
This. You get this many is this. And if you get this many, don't even think about walking in this building.
Like
that damn
When I
late.
walked in, Mr. Teague, he had that minute where you ain't supposed to walk in the building.
You know, we had no point system. We had what's called the lower gym. Were any of y'all there when lower gym was actually still around? Do y'all even know?
The lower gym, the bottom of the basketball gym?
Yeah, man. That's what I was. 5 o'clock in the morning. Dawn patrol, they called it. Dawn patrol. You missed something. You didn't have a 1 point, whatever it was. You didn't go to class that day and they had that little person out there monitoring to see if you were supposed to be there. Well, yeah, it got straight back to Coach Cochran, not Cochran, but our strength coach. And did
y'all have somebody up there when you was up there like Coach Cochran?
Yeah. It's Coach, let me get his name right. I want to say it's Calhoun. But here's the thing, though. Our strength coach, you tell he was crazy, right? Because he had that one crooked eye, that one that you know which eye he was looking at you with. You know,
Coach TJ? Eric Jones?
TJ was there too.
Hey, Bo, give me 1 second. Let me run around my apartment.
Well, he's stupid, man.
Man, TJ gonna cuss you out when he see you.
But Coach, man,
you had Coach TJ as your. Oh my God.
Yeah, Coach, we know you got to go, man. So can you tell us about your show and give your predicament of the show for the Sugar Bowl?
Yeah, man, I do appreciate it. So y'all see, y'all can find me at Teague Football on Twitter and Instagram. Talk a lot about Alabama football, of course, and Dallas Cowboys. I do my stuff on CBS too, Channel 11 out here as an analyst. So that's pretty cool for me to do on Sunday mornings, be able to talk a lot of pro stuff out here, particularly with the Cowboys. I do have a podcast about to come on right after y'all, 8:15.
Shut your mouth and shoot me. You ain't invited me. You ain't got me on there. Get on there, Coach.
I got to look you up first, see what you did.
You looking me up and down.
I got to check my history right here, see what's going on.
Man, Teague, anytime you need us, man, let us know, man. We there.
I will, but I do Teague's Take at 8:15. That's what it's called, Teague's Take. We've been going for about 3 years now, so we really enjoy it.
You got a co-host?
With you guys. Yeah, my son, JT Money. I don't want to break that down.
Big money. I like it.
But yeah, so we do it as a family. It's kind of cool. But we talk about everything unscripted, just like y'all. We just shoot off the hip and get it going. So I was glad to be able to come on. Glad you're doing big things, man. Doing y'all stuff. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to come on. Y'all see, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna talk shit. Do whatever.
Hey, Cole, all I want you to do is put something in that collection plate so I can get me one of these visuals. Like yours.
You know what? I gotta come back on just to make sure you got your screen right. Did you spell your name right? Is that an O in there or an A? I thought it was supposed to be an A in there. I know O.
Don't worry about all that, Coach. Don't worry about all that.
Hey, Coach, before you get off, can you say our song one more time?
Say it one more time, Coach.
One more time, man.
All right, man. And y'all need to make sure y'all put my theme music on there too. You know how
next time you get on, Bo.
Beyonce, put my theme music on. On the left, y'all. On the right, y'all. All right, man. I gotta get that. All right,
that's B-side 5, man. We love you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, George, man, he always a good guy, man, to have on, man. He's always good.
Man, I didn't even know anything about nothing.
Yeah, man. If you don't know about George T, my boy, how you end up going to Alabama?
But what I'm saying, I didn't know he was gonna be on our show tonight, Mr. Bo.
Christian, I'm in the back listening to the whole conversation.
Late.
The hell you got? I was here. No, I was here. No, I was here. No, I was here. I was in the background. I kept saying, "Let me in."
Oh, you trying to get in?
Yeah, somebody ain't let me in. I ain't gonna blame. Point no fingers.
Just point at him. Point at him. Just point. You ain't got.
Just.
And you know what? Crazy. Justin just came on here and said, "You lying like a motherfucker."
Hey, but listen, I'm listening to in the background. Blake, what you talking about Georgia football for, man? That man ain't went to no damn Georgia.
Cuz I just want to know, did he play Georgia, cuz?
You said, did you play with Danny?
No, I asked him, did he play against Danny Green?
All right, that's what you said, Blake. You right.
Blake, so when do you go to your school, Blake?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Second week of January.
But we got another guest.
Hold on.
See, Millie.
We bring him before we bring him home. I got something to pick with Blake real quick.
Go ahead.
Blake. Blake, what happened to you, bro? Blake texted me before the show, said, yeah, I'm coming on 3. We good. 2 hours, 3 hours later, I still ain't heard from Blake. I just saw Blake just
I don't hear it.
He then set out to the left, right, set out to the right. Sit your ass down.
But I'm saying though, I was on yesterday.
Hey man, you got certain days for be on, man. If not, you pick up the phone, you call and let, hey man, I ain't gonna be able to show. Bo, we had a situation last week. Bo hit me up. Hey man, I got my little girl, but blase. Cool.
No, I'm saying though, I was on.
No, hey, no excuses, man.
I
No,
like
Hey,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Trent, boy, I like that.
Oh,
I'm using that. That.
Excuses like assholes. Everybody got them, boy. I tell you what, boy.
I like
man,
that
I'm trying to see what the problem is. I was on yesterday, my boy.
Hey, Coach Jones, if somebody tell you they gonna be somewhere, Coach Jones, and they don't beat up, what happened?
I don't know what happened when y'all fuck with them, but I know what happened when they deal with it. I live by a different creed.
Oh, bro.
I live by a different creed, different motion. Which Coach Jones is you referring to anyway? Because
I'm referring to Pop.
next weekend, next week.
That week with Pop. Okay.
Now you can talk to Christion Jones and
Christion
find out
Jones, what
you want.
happened, Coach Christion Jones? What happened when your partner at that tell you, your little brother tell you that I'm gonna be on the show today, this and that, and he don't show up? And he just told you right before.
I wouldn't be talking to him. Wait. That nigga would be. So let me ask you something. How many times have you walked in the sunlight and actually talked to your shadow? I'm just asking myself a question. Bo, you know when the sun shines, you're going to have a shadow.
right.
How many times you sit there and talk to it?
Man.
None, you never. But you know it's there on it.
Yeah, it's there.
That's how you got to treat him. That's how you got to treat some of these human beings.
Shut up.
But man, for our next guest, man, we got Christian Miller, man. Champion, played at Alabama.
Yeah.
You know, got his own show on with Alabama as well. Christian, what's going on, bud?
Man, can't call it. Appreciate you having me. Had to return the love. You know, Bo's always coming on the radio show I do, so.
Curly fry.
You know they say when you graduate, you become a different person.
Come on, man. Nah. See, look, I had this when I was younger. Y'all just never really got to see this. So,
And this is the part we celebrate. We celebrate.
Hey,
Baby.
can I ask my first question? The way we used to crack jokes and the way we used to act in the locker room, did it ever have you come in there like, nah, I don't need to wear this. I don't need to wear that.
Hell yeah.
I know the boys gonna get on me. You feel me?
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. So look, I'll never. First of all, before I came on here, I told my brother, and he was like, "Oh hell, they about to flame you." And I said, "I already know what's coming." So I'll tell this story because it's funny. When I first got there on campus, I used to be cutting my hair in college because I was creative, bro. I was decent at it.
Oh,
and,
no wonder your ever fucked up. I mean,
hey, come on, Bo. Go ahead.
He ain't spend no money, Bo. He ain't spend no money, though. He ain't spend no money.
Hey, look.
I used to wonder, like,
that boy getting cut in Bryant.
Hey,
I used to wonder who was cutting them
Hey,
up.
Bo, you crazy as hell, bro.
Hey, he's not wrong though. He's not wrong. I didn't have a fade or nothing. Just straight line.
Go with the story. Go with the story.
So look, so I get there. So I'm in Bryant one day and I'm cutting my shit. and I accidentally nicked it a little bit. So I said, oh, hell, I got to go ahead and just get rid of everything. And I know Jones remember this.
Mm-hmm.
So I just shaved my whole shit bald. Blake, you might remember this too. Mm-hmm. Bro, I walked in the locker room. It's the dumbest idea ever, bro. I walked in the locker room, and I walked straight through there. I get straight in the training room. And Christion Jones over there getting taped. And he see, as soon as he see me, but I'm talking about he just stopped. He was in mid-conversation, bro.
I know you was here like this.
Yes, bro. And he said, hey, shit straight though, but you need to get a lineup.
Hey, no, because the thing about it is,
it wasn't terrible.
No.
It wasn't terrible.
No. It's just like, them everybody know about when you get your hair cut. When they pull them silver clippers out, that mean they almost done. He ain't never get to them silver clippers, baby. I said, he got good hair. That was good. That's good hair over there, man. He's just supposed to have got somebody to press on it just a little bit on them ends. You know how that go.
I learned my lesson though.
Yeah, you won't walk back in that motherfucker again like
no. But that's what made it special though. That's why we had that camaraderie though. You know what I mean? Because everybody was cool like that, and nobody took nothing personal. Nah, it was funny as hell at the time. I remember. You remember Frazier. You and Frazier having a rap battle in there, y'all, and you going in on him, bro. Everybody was on.
I still got that in my phone too,
bro. It came up. Big all late. That comes up on my memories. Big late.
Still got all that in my phone.
Trent, what's wrong with your smoke detector?
Man, I don't know what he's talking about, man. I ain't even been at home, so I don't know what he's talking about, cuz. Wait a minute. How you know my smoke detector ain't working, cuz? What you got going on?
Hey, see, Mill, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I know you be nervous and scared as hell because I saw you interview Coach Saban one time, boy. You look like you were ready to pee on yourself. No. I ain't gonna tell nobody about that. But how did you have to prepare to start learning how to ask questions? Because being the interviewee is different from being the interviewer. So how is that different from,
Yeah, well, I mean, fortunately, it helps that I got a relationship with them, before I was doing the sideline reporting. So that helps. But, ultimately, you just got to know how to read them. And everybody on here knows him well enough to know that you can tell if he's not in the mood, just let it slide. Keep it simple. And that's one thing with him. You can always just keep it simple. Just ask for his thoughts on the first half. But if the things are playing out well, the guys are playing well, then you can get a little more creative. And he appreciates that when you add more of a dynamic to your question and not just so simple. But you can always fall back on just something simple. But, it helps that, I play with them and have that relationship with them.
Have you ever wanted to be that interview guy that wanted to ask the bad questions?
No, definitely not.
Sometimes you got to ask that question. Everybody anticipate.
Yeah. So, Jones, Christian, tell me the bad question that he had. What's the bad questions?
Like like if I was interviewing anybody on here, I'd say something like, let's just say, I say, well, Trent Richardson, why you keep get tackled by number one, Ed Reed? Why he the only one keep tackling you that play for LSU?
Cause he the last man to the ball. Shit, everybody else.
Hold on, wait. But I saw, games before you was the last man, and you made a little move or you ran him over and all that. But
no. This is what I say. And this gonna be the God honest truth. Shit, I done ran 4 or 5 more. I'm dragging 3, and he came and hit me. I finally went down.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was just you and Ed Reed. It was just y'all.
But you gotta give him respect though. Ed earned my respect. I'm pretty sure I know I got his respect. And so you got to give respect, man. Shit, that boy get paid too to do what he do.
But see, Miller, them the hard questions. Everybody ain't asking them that. That's his first time hearing that type of question. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, bro, but you got to give respect where respect due with that type of question, man. Because, Ed was a dog. When no safety trying to step up and hit me, bro.
Okay, let me ask you this. That same game, I saw Eddie Lacy He got it. He spent off of him. You didn't have that in your.
I ain't with all them tickle toe feet, man. That ain't me. You gonna run past, I'm gonna run your ass over. I'm gonna give you a nice stiff for him.
That's it.
Okay.
There's some hard questions I can ask everybody up in this motherfucker. You understand?
And so you, I mean, we can ask questions like, well, shit, Blake, how you didn't throw the ball to Christian for 9 games in a row?
And I said very quickly. Amari Cooper was the first reading that motherfucker over every time. So Cause get what? If Bo, Christian, Miller, Trent, any y'all that quarterback, y'all do the same thing. Throw it to the open guy. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you throwing it to the open guy. You going through your read, throwing it to the open guy.
So we're gonna go back to Christian. We're gonna go back to Christian
Miller. Christian Miller. I seen Coach Saban in the national championship game get on your ass. He was getting on your ass like it was the first game. I saw him look at you, and you made up. Here's the thing: you forced the quarterback, Deshaun Watson, to go around. So that's a rush. That's a column people. That's a column people don't know nothing about when you play defense. That's a column people don't know. You got to rush, but when you rush him, and he ran and scrambled, I think he threw the ball out of bounds. Or he might got a completion, and I know the play ended on our sideline, and I know he was on to your ass, boy. He was stuck on you like glue. Yeah. And I looked at you, and you was just like, okay.
I mean, he tells us you got to play the next play, and that's what it's all about. But he's not wrong. You know, it's one of those things where one of his big principles is, you know, you can't, if you're rushing past the quarterback, we're playing with 10. And even though I might have kind of got him out of the pocket, I probably ran past him too much and took myself out of the play, gave him an opportunity to step up. So you just got to, you got to take it like a genius, keep it pushing, play the next play.
I got a question for you. We always
hold on, Blake. Talk session donated $19.99. Trent, we have to get everybody that's local in the studio together one night.
Yeah, man, that's my producer from my show, man. The Roast with TR3. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. And
the Roast with TR3.
The Roast with TR3. Man. The show I've been trying to get you on for the longest, Coach Jones.
Shit, you ain't called me back. We both had something scheduled November 27th. I still got it in my phone.
You said you gonna call in.
Man, what the hell I'm gonna call in on a show I don't know nothing about? I got to get this rundown. You ain't give me the rundown. We'll talk about that. Man, you
already talk about that, Coach Jones and Coach Ray. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Man, I said what I said. Give me a minute.
Hey.
We sure appreciate you for being on this show. Bo, is he getting off the show? Or is
he's still on.
He's still on now.
I got 2-3 more questions I want to ask. Yeah, Blake got a question.
For the hard question, donated $5. So Christian, you better listen to Coach John. So we got another question for you, Christian. What do you think about our inside linebacker chasing Deuce all over the field?
It's going to be a big matchup. I don't know if y'all got to see Deuce Vaughn play, but, he's a small guy, but he plays a lot bigger than his size. He's 5'6", just shy of 180 pounds, but he's tough. He runs with that low center of gravity. He can make all the cuts. He runs well in between the tackles.
Hold on, wait. Everybody don't know who Deuce Vaughn is. I know Blake over there looking like. Wait. I want the man on the show to let him know. I'm looking at Blake. Blake, like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Blake don't have a gun.
Go ahead.
Tell him.
Yeah, so Deuce Vaughn is a running back for Kansas State, who they'll be facing in the Sugar Bowl.
What he won?
22. Deuce.
That boy bad, man.
Yeah, he's bad.
5'7".
You have to answer the question. What do you think about our inside linebacker chasing him?
It's going to be a big challenge. I mean, Henry's going to have to step up and make sure that he can, do his job well and handle him, because again, he's a dynamic player. He's going to create problems. Like I said, he can run the football well. He's in and out of tackles. He makes good breaks. He's very elusive, but he's also tough. He runs hard, and like I mentioned earlier, he can catch a ball in the backfield. So Very dynamic player, but I think our guys are up for the challenge. I think Jalen Moody is a little banged up. Hopefully he'll be good to go. But if not, you got Deontay Lawson.
And if we chasing them, we're gonna be looking at ass and elbows all night. We're gonna be looking at ass and elbows all night. We shouldn't be chasing them.
They move him all over the field, so that's why.
Well, we should be moving all over the field.
Right. So Blake, what do you think, Blake? What do you think about inside linebackers?
Bro, I really, man. I could tell. See, I don't want to say the wrong thing, man. Like what I mean by say the wrong thing, like them boys.
What?
Hold on, Blake. Don't get I work with the team, so don't say nothing crazy. Get me in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. Man, I think them boys do what they need to do, man. Like I think they handling their business and they trying to be the best.
Trent, what'd you say?
Now y'all can be honest. Be honest. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't no. Listen, Alabama don't pay my damn bills, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Shit, I definitely think them linebackers got some making up to do, and this definitely could be the start of the new year, and they should be able to put this dude in a box to where he's not a factor in the game. I definitely think they had the talent to do it, and I definitely think we had the personnel to do it. Now, coaching staff, I don't know if we're able to contain them guys like that with our coaching staff. I'm not saying that our coaching staff not good enough. I'm sitting there saying, like, as far as game plan this year, we have had problems with, people that moves around a lot this year. Like, far as an athlete, far as a receiver or a running back, and a running quarterback at the same time too. So we have had problems with that throughout the year. And it's always been a big problem from Alabama, man. When we played Deshaun Watson and when y'all played them, when y'all played Deshaun Watson, he was a hell of a problem at the time, man. So that's always kind of been on Alabama, what you call it? That's kind of always been Alabama problem. We're gonna have a athletic receiver or a quarterback that can, move around and put these guys in different positions, man, to where you can't just, put them in, if he's a running back, he's gonna play running back the whole time. But if you can pull a guy in a slot receiver, like say you had a guy like Blake or Kenyon Drake that can move around, or Josh Jacobs, or me myself, or and put Bo in the passing game, like we always had a problem with that.
In that stint, and what Trent talking about,
Christian, yeah.
No, what Trent talking about, when you have a running quarterback specifically, would you rather be in that 3-4 stronghold as the outside linebackers being DNs, or a true 5-2? What you think works better when it comes to? We're just gonna give some football talk here. Like, a lot of times when you have a scrambling quarterback, a lot of coaches like to play that 5-2, where you got the ends contained. You can take on if they in a 21 offense or whatever. You can kind of set up where you got two linebackers. One of them might spot a quarterback, or you might have one of the DNs just containing that area. So, what kind of defense do you think we give out to our viewers that helps when you have a running quarterback? Because in Trent comment, he's right. Anytime Bama has gotten beat, it's only two players that really beat Bama: quarterbacks and running backs. In the times I've seen us get our ass whooped, it was from a quarterback running. Yeah, I know number 11 from Tennessee caught 5 touchdowns, like 250. But Henry Hooker went crazy. Like it wasn't just him. He went for like damn near 500, 600 yards. So what defense do you think truly contains a dual threat?
Well, you see a lot of, so now we used to call it nickel rabbits. What they call now is nickel J, where they have two outside linebackers as defensive ends. So you'll see like Will and Dallas Turner as the ends, and then 2 D tackles as interior linemen. Then on the backside, you're playing like, nickel. So you got, 5 DBs and 2 linebackers. But that usually works because, again, you got speed and athleticism on the edge. Those guys can contain the quarterback, do a good job of, keeping that quarterback, in the pocket. You can, like you mentioned earlier, you can spy a guy just to keep him contained. But you're right. You look in the past, and then that's usually what poses the biggest threat to Alabama defenses is a mobile quarterback. You look at guys like Johnny Manziel, Deshaun Watson, really any mobile quarterback we tend to struggle with. So me personally, I would play what they call nickel J now, which they play a lot of. And I would, keep those athletic guys out there. And I would just do a good job. If you need to spy somebody. My biggest problem is I hate that nowadays with when we're playing these pass-heavy teams, a lot of coordinators like to drop 8 guys, right? And they're only rushing 3. And I can't stand it because I don't care how many guys you drop. If you're getting no pass rush, a quarterback's he's playing 7-on-7. So he's sitting in the backfield and he's going to pick you apart. A good quarterback, all he needs is an inch of separation to put that football. It doesn't matter how many guys drop. He's going to look for those windows. So my thing is, if you have the rushers, which we do, you don't need to do that. Like against Tennessee, that was my biggest issue. We kept dropping 8 guys. Hendon Hooker was sitting back there. If you watch the way Georgia played in their game plan, they were rushing. They had a base 4-man rush, but a lot of the time they're bringing 5-man pressures.
Beat us on the back end.
Right, exactly. They were letting their guys match up with those receivers one-on-one. It didn't give a fuck because the rush was getting there. They were killing his ass. I don't know how many sacks they had.
Listen, you said something so powerful. I was just saying in my head to myself, I said self, myself said, I said to myself that, man, listen, what I would do was Alabama defensive staff, defense coordinator, I would go study everything that Kirby Smart did at the University of Alabama. And because no matter what offense you brought out there, Kirby's going to make sure that defense had a rush on them, that quarterback was not comfortable. He was always running around, and he was able to, zone up or cover 2 this or cover 1, a man this and man that, to make sure that that quarterback was not beat us by just throwing that ball. Or maybe he had to pull out some crazy stuff.
Sure. So
hey, Trent, not to interrupt you, but yeah.
We got Brooke Metalbo 1999. Question for all: what do you feel needs to be done / executed in order to pull this win, in order to pull this closing game?
Christian, you answer that first. You our guest. I think that question is tied to you first. Can we get that question pulled back up? Yeah. What do you feel needs to be done or executed in order to pull this win in this close game? Because it's still a close game now. They won. They won what conference? I can't.
Big 12. They're Big 12 champions.
Come on now. Football guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the biggest thing is in any football game, I might be biased, but I think you win up front first and foremost in the trenches. And I think one thing, we improved, throughout the year, but our offensive line, we didn't get that push that we're used to seeing, from Bama. That's I appreciate that, sir. But we hold on.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good. So basically, I feel like we didn't see that earlier on in the season, but we did throughout, the course of the year. We got better at it. But, being a lot more physical up front, getting that push, which allowed us to run the football. And what happens when you run the football effectively, it opens up the passing game. And so I think, starts up front in the trenches. I think we have to do a good job on defense, tackling first and foremost. Our last game against Auburn, we gave up over 300 yards rushing.
Facts.
That's unheard of.
350, I think.
Yeah, 300 some yards. So stop the run, stop Deuce Vaughn, and when it's third down, you earn the right to rush. Go get it, harass the quarterback. Make him uncomfortable, which will lead to turnovers. But I think it's critical. Like, we need to win this game convincingly. Like, I feel like this is going to be a catalyst for what's to come going into next year, but ultimately going into the offseason, the spirit of the team going into the offseason program, because if you lose this game, I'm not going to lie, I feel like the spirit and the aura around the program is going to be a little off. And I feel like
Blake,
they can't.
I think Blake had a question for you. Blake, you had something you want to ask Christian, did you? Oh, you did?
Man,
I did.
Can you touch on the question?
I feel like on the offensive side, I think they just got to play Alabama football, man. Play amongst each other and understand, like, this is their last time going on this field together and come out with that passion. I think Bryce come out there and play his game. I would like to see him use his feet more. When he was coming, the main thing we was talking about was his speed and also his arm and his accuracy. So I like to see him use them legs. I like to see him use them legs and show the NFL what he's bringing to the NFL. And I like to see the run game. I like to see the run game. The run game going to be very big because that's going to open up the deep game. And O'Brien and Bryce just need to be on the same page, man, and just dial it up and make them boys quit. Nice. And show them why the SEC is different from where they at.
Gotcha. Christian, what you thinking? Coach John.
Bama has not been tackling well. You go look at how many Bama probably lead the country in missed tackles. So it's interesting to see how we tackle in the run game because that's something that has been held over our heads when we come to losses. If you're talking about the games we lost. When you talk about even Tennessee, they ran the ball pretty well on us in order to open up what they was doing. They wasn't just hike and throwing it deep. They were setting it up, and they did very well on that.
And every time they ran the ball, they got a first down.
Huh?
Every time they ran the ball, they got a
every
first
time
down.
they got a okay. So that lets you know, like, our run defense has been hitting and being stopped. Look at Ole Miss. Ole Miss, and Ole Miss kind of showed me how vulnerable we was to the run game because we knew they was gonna run the ball. Like, they freshman is golden. We knew this what y'all gonna do, and you did it. So I just want us to be more locked into our assignments, which I think assignment-wise, I swear to God, I want to see how many missed assignments we got. And I bet you it ain't more than the missed tackles we got. So that tell you we got guys in position to make plays. They just got to finish the play. So
got to get back to fundamentals. Basic fundamentals.
Finish the play. When it comes to Saturday morning, because we play at 11 a.m., right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we play in the morning. Yeah, this is gonna be one of them. Who playing? Bama. Yeah. All right. So be ready to go early because we in a dome. And if you're not waking up early, I don't care who the quarterback, you would get your ass beat.
True. Trent.
From listening to what you just said, Christian, man, like, Bama playing at 11 a.m. for a bowl game, like, you got to have some type of chip on your shoulder to where it's like, that shit so disrespectful. Like, I can remember my sophomore year watching Oregon and Auburn play, and Nick had to host the game, man. That shit was so much of a slap in the face, and we felt so disrespected for coach. Like, it was a letdown. It was a, like, what the hell are y'all doing type? Like, this, that. Like, they need to play with a chip on their shoulder, man. Let these folks know, like, at the end of the day, bro, we supposed to be here. We should have been here. We didn't do what we did. We didn't do what we should have done. And as far as game plan, like you said, Christian, you got to win up front. And that's on offense and defense. I don't care what you say. Ain't no Trent Richardson when I know Chance Womack, no DJ Fluker when I
Come on now. Come on,
man, it ain't no Mike, Mike Johnson, the damn James Carpenters, the Drew Davis. Like, I can go on and on by my offensive line.
Blake had them legends in front of him. He know what that O-line about.
Is no Trent Richardson, is no Bo Scarbrough, is no Blake Sims, is no Christion Jones without that offensive line.
Right.
It is no Greg McElroy, is no, is no Mark Ingram winning a Heisman. Like, it don't happen if you don't win up front. And I'd be damn, like, they gotta, like, them guys up front, as far as offensive wise. It should be a disrespect when you can sit up there and let somebody hit your quarterback, or your quarterback got to be scrambling around. Ain't no one in here. Like, they when we was playing, that wasn't happening. I can remember guys getting into fights at practice because they missing assignments, and so it was, man. I remember
Mike Johnson, two-piece, and James Carpenter, like, get your shit together. And that's how they was, bro. And they stuck together as a family, and they was bros. But it was just like, okay, I understand it. I get what you're saying. I'm fucking up. It's on me. Let me get my shit together. But even on the defensive side, bro, like Terrence Cody was good because we had a Josh Chapman behind him. Shit, not even that. Shit, we had a Marcel behind Terrence Cody. Like, know what I'm saying? And we had a Courtney Upshaw on the other side of him. We had a Lorenzo Washington that was 280, 290 at defensive end on the other side of him. We had a Dante Hightower. We had a that would go down, be a defensive end or jack back or sometime too. So you gotta, if everybody put their stuff together, bro, went up front and be able to hit that quarterback, be able to control the game, and like Blake said, play the Bama way of football. Like, we should be fine, bro. Like, it should be a chip every time we step out there, bro. Because at the end of the day, like I always tell folks, everybody playing against their national championship against you. Period.
So, man, we getting ready to wrap it up here. So we're gonna move.
Hey, we got B. Lou. That Big Lou right there.
We're gonna move on to the question, the prediction of the game. So, Christian, what's your prediction of the Sugar Bowl?
Oh man, I don't even know score wise. I think Alabama definitely wins the game. I think it's going to be a good matchup though.
We need numbers, nigga.
Can't say that on here, Chris.
Let me say, shoot.
Hold on, because I want to put this down. This is some good shit to have, man. It's some good shit to have. C. Mill, what you think?
I'm gonna say 38-24.
38-24. Who?
Alabama.
Gosh.
Why you say 38-24?
Hell, I don't know. Y'all put me on the spot. I'm just. I say we win. By probably 2 touchdowns. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel they got a dynamic player in Deuce Vaughn. It's a bowl game. We know how that goes, unfortunately. So I mean, hopefully they don't score, but maybe a field goal. But it is.
Bo, what you got, Bo?
Blake, what you got?
I'm gonna go 38-14.
Wow.
I like 38-14 because they're a good team. You feel me? I feel like they're a good team, but I think Coach Saban's in that locker room right now, letting them know, like how y'all said earlier in the show, that this game carries on to next year, and how we gonna finish this season, and how we gonna start this new year off, and how we gonna make things happen, and I think Bryce gonna come out and handle his business, and I think the O-line gonna do exactly what y'all saying.
You said 38-14?
Yes, sir.
Trent, what's your score?
Kiss my ass, Trent.
If they play ball like I know they can play ball, if they come out and play discipline ball, no penalties, stupid penalties of that, and be disciplined, I say 42-0.
I had
and to keep hearing 38-24 or 38-14, that, like, to me, and if we had Dante Hightower on here, like, that shit disgusting. Like, that's just a slap in the face, bro. Like, like, they don't, like, I get it's new day, but bro, like, to hear that somebody's gonna score on our defense, bro. I remember Dante straightened me out for saying that and I was trying to be modest because my quarterback was Brandon Wheaton. They would ask me Brandon Wheaton, and I think it was RG3. They asked me RG3 and Dante the question where, what would have been the score we would have played. And I said something like they would have scored like 10 points. And you're like, shit, not on my defense. I ain't happening. I ain't even getting a field goal off. And I'm like, you right. And it was live. This was on ESPN, but it was just like, I can't even disrespect bro like that. Like that's the type of team we had. Like, you right. Let me shut up, big bro. Like, I feel like it's disrespect, bro, to hear that, bro. Like, so we need to get that same team chemistry back, bro, to where if anybody sit there and say
They're the Big 12 championship. They won the Big 12 championship, right?
I don't give a damn what they won. I don't give a damn.
Trent Richardson.
Georgia, hey, LSU won the SEC championship when we played them, right?
Who?
LSU. They won the SEC championship when we played them, right?
International?
Yeah.
We got the strongest conference.
I'm saying, listen, that's what I'm saying. So, I said, I don't care what they want.
So, Christian, what's your prediction?
Oh man, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, man. That's what we do. I'm going 28-3 Bama.
28-3 Alabama.
Yeah, 28-3 Bama. I just think we don't tackle well. And let me take that bet. I want to go 28-14. I want to go 28-14 because let me tell you something. That little running back that they got, and we ain't tackle. You go look at the tackles we've missed. LSU had a number 4. I forget. Was that the running back or was that the receiver? He danced before he got to the end zone. You see what I'm saying? We don't tackle good. We don't do anything good collectively on defense. Everything that we do is individualized. When you start watching Bama football again on the defensive side, you start looking at there are individual guys who haven't realized that it take a team to stop this motherfucking shit. Okay? So until we get that, I feel like it's going to be 28-14. But what you got?
I have 42-10.
42-10?
Yeah.
I like that.
42-10. I think we'll run the score up on and give our young guys a chance to play, get a little spice of what we'll have next year in the backfield, all over the field, and see some of these young guys and
I want to see them too, bro.
So that'll be a little surprise for the Alabama fans and things like that. But thank you guys for watching the Developmental.
Oh, you got a question real quick, man. From Stacey Reed, she said, "What is
for $5? Would it be?
What is that? Southfield? I don't know what that is. I don't watch this, no.
So Blake, can you touch on that? Blake, can you answer her question for us?
No,
that's the wrong person.
Let Trent, he the OG.
Yeah, Trent is the OG. You know about B-Side Fire. Trent, let them know what B-Side Fire is, bud.
That's us. That's all of us. That's us as alumni, as players, as athletes, as a school. Like that's our own fraternity. We ain't got to go join no, not talking no mess to no sororities or fraternity. That's just not us. We didn't have time to do it when I was in school. Coach wouldn't let us do it. But that's our own fraternity. That's how we know that we brothers and sisters through and through, throughout the whole rest of living. I'm talking about for basketball, girl basketball athletes and stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Got you.
Softball, all that.
Oh, all sports. B-Side Fire.
All sports. B-Side Fire. Yeah.
Right. Christian, what you got going on, man, and what you got coming up next? And
man, I'm just gonna be ready to bring my daddy. I'm just gonna be ready to bring my daddy on the show, man.
Christian Miller.
So right now I'm doing a Monday through Friday radio show. You can hear it on 100.9 in Tuscaloosa, and I think it might be 94.5 in Birmingham. Trent, you probably know, it's formerly the Jay Barker show, which he was a part of. What station is that in Birmingham?
I think it's 95.3.
95.3 in Birmingham. But catch me on there 12 to 2 Monday through Friday, along with Matt Coulter and Lars Anderson. I've been doing sideline reporting with the team as well. And I think my dad wants to start a podcast with me and him on there. We're still coming up with everything, but I think it might be called the Miller's Edge podcast. Hopefully I can get you guys on there if we go through with that. Love to get you all on there. But yeah, Instagram is DC Mill. Twitter is Christian Miller. But yeah, that's how you can find me.
So Christion Jones, since you wanted to tell us what you had going on, you go ahead and tell us what you got going on.
Man, I just know my uncle, he a coach. He'll be on here next weekend, Coach Jones. And other than that, you'll see me next week too, baby. I ain't got too much going on. I'm just a cloud floating in the sky, baby.
Hey, Christian, quick question for you, man. John, when can we? I'm talking about John. My bad. When can we hear from your uncle, your blind uncle?
Yeah.
Well, I keep telling you, Trent, he got shit going on. Okay, he have a lot going on. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta keep telling you this. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do when we get off here, I'm gonna email you his schedule, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send a number and you can talk to his ass. Got that, buddy?
He FaceTiming?
Yeah, he'll FaceTime you. It just won't be nothing on the screen.
But yeah, we're gonna close it out, man. Thank y'all for watching the Developmental Focus Point. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button and roll.
Love y'all.
Man, y'all be easy, man.
For sure, man. Appreciate you.